Welcome to yet another exciting edition of Sports Talk here on Atlantic Television Network. On this edition of the program, Nigeria, South Africa in a crucial cricket under-19 World Cup qualifier. Meanwhile, from the world of tennis, Sabalenka plans Team Statoon if she wins the Australian Open. Coming in from football, FC Liverpool and Barca FC secure second round qualification at the UEFA Champions League. Details of these and many more will be yours when we return from the break. Stay with us. In grassroots sports development to attract attention at the international scene. Sports Commission Director General Olakwade said it the other day, and now Shehu Diko, the henchman there, is of the opinion that every federation must be very active at the grassroots to ensure that they can be supported when they look at for international competitions.
I think it's a good, it's a laudable feat when it comes to the way they have been pushing and advocating. You know, clearly spare the fact that Olapade and Shehu Diko really want to change the narrative of sports, but it's beyond just mere talking. But one thing I love about what they're doing is that they've always been strong advocate and vanguard of pushing and try to express some of these things as planned in line with the vision of the initiative, trying to see what they can do to, you know, put through their objectives and trying to change the narrative, change the structure from where it's been, and they're trying to see how far they can also push forward their vision, and then trying to see how far they can also relaunch it to make it to have a broader outlook. And all these are just part of the initiative they've garnered in line with their policy of pushing sports in different aspects. Yes, we have the sports units. We also have the federations at different states, and grassroots is one of the key in the policy. They want to revive grassroots, and so they need to look at it from different facets. If the essence is to meet the target, the talent at the grassroots, then there must be a relaunch, there must be a refocus. For you to push, because some of these things is a very good one. I think that the initiative is to drive it down to local grassroots, but they shouldn't be selective. I want to feel that if we have 36 states, in their plan and budget, partner with the NLC, and also see how far they can co-sponsor it via their state budget for the year. I think it will help. I mean, if every state on yearly basis, on quarterly basis, or on mid-year basis, have plan for the principal corp, and how their institutions can be part of the Nuga Games. I tell you, it will be nice. I mean, we have seen what we can achieve when we hosted the national youth games, in Asaba. And some of this talent talk more of when we have principal corp, the school games and all that. So I think it's a good one. Every state needs to be key partners for this to be driven down, and for us to achieve something. Otherwise, it becomes a mere talk. But I think that with the money involved now, every state knows that they need to get a chunk of that money, and they need to also do something meaningful to partner with the NLC.
Attention shifted to the schools for in production of boarding athletes here in Nigeria with a sum of 4.3 billion as approved by the National Assembly there. Let's hope cricket. Following the successful groundbreaking victory over New Zealand at the Under-19 World International Cricket Council competition, Nigerian junior female Yellow Greens, that's what the cricket side Under-19 is called, is focused now on their next challenge, and that match comes up later today. It is against South Africa. And you think Nigeria's participation at the Under-19 level is one which, yes, a lot of people are applauding, because we've never won international cricket women Under-19 T20 World Cup match before. But following the victory over New Zealand, there seems to be new enthusiasm. After all, cricket is the oldest sport here in Nigeria. We should start to break grounds and maintain momentum as well. South Africa is next.
Yeah, South Africa is next, and it won't be an easy one. It reminds me of the All African Games, what South Africa did in that in the group stages. They really battled us hard, and they showed supremacy in terms of what they've been able to achieve over the years. You can't take anything for granted. Even Sarah Bakita, the Kenyan coach of the Nigerian team, really understood that it will take a whole lot, for us to get something from South Africa. So moving on, but like I said, if what we saw at the All African game against Nigeria will be seen today, then Nigeria must do a whole lot if they must get close to getting a win against South Africa.
Let's look at pedigree. Nigeria, like I mentioned earlier, has cricket as the oldest sport. Before other sports, Nigeria first launched out with cricket as a sports discipline. Do you see the South African pedigree of recent in South Africa in cricket as let's say an advantage over the junior Yellow Greens?
And that's an advantage, James. It all depends on what South Africa have done. Yes. And they have built that institution. So somehow, look at the manpower resource that they have. They have some of the best, in the African continent. And I think that what might just help us is the fact that we are gradually also learning from what they have done and bringing it into. But for example, getting a Kenyan to coach the junior team, not even the senior team, it tells you how far. Some time ago, those things are really helping, and that's what the South African did. So it's like a template we copied directly from them. The likes of Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, the likes of the big nations that play cricket, we're gradually doing what they are doing, and that is what is happening. So against today, yes, South Africa do have a very strong captain too, who is a very strong who can bowl and also get this wicket. But I feel that if you can get the good runs and pick maximum wickets, for me it's about the motivation.
Related team, especially for when you have very first World Cup match for Nigeria at the on the 19 cricket, let's say match we saw a few hours ago. We've never won a World Cup match in cricket before, but the under-19 in the male is getting more interesting. Novak Djokovic still has a date with history, but he's inching closer. 2 more games, and he will be the greatest tennis player on the planet Earth in terms of titles. Yes, because no other one has made it 25, and he intends to do even better than what McGregor did. And of course, that's in the female category. But no